Hi Gemini, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your September 2024 career tarot reading, where we look at your finances, your job, your career. Just had the Eight of Swords. If there's something you have been having problems figuring out this month, this could be the month for you. I will tell you, Gemini, September is a big month as we just came out of August with some tumultuous energy, Mercury retrograde, some huge squares. In this month of September, we will have Uranus retrograding in Taurus, Pluto back into Capricorn, and we are now in eclipse season. So take a look at the description box below, as well as those September monthlies, and you will have a much better holistic look at your month. So let's look at what's going on, Gemini. You start out that first week with the Two of Swords in the reverse, as well as the Ace of Swords also in reverse. Second week of the month finds you with the Justice card, major arcana there, Libra energy, as well as the Three of Cups. Nice to see relationships are doing good for you this month, Gemini. Third week, Eight of Wands in reverse, as well as the Devil card, Capricornian energy, possibly pointing towards that Pluto moving back into Capricorn. And last week of the month finds you with the King of Pentacles, as well as the Knight of Cups in reverse. So one Pentacle card at the end of the month. Really glad to see that, possibly occurring right after that Pisces full moon eclipse that we will have. We are now in the first part of the Pisces Virgo eclipse cycle, so that's really interesting to see. Let's go ahead and ask Spirit to send you a card representing what you moved out of the month of August with. Five of Wands in reverse. So for many of you all, Gemini, I will tell you, I do think Jupiter moving into your sign has made conversations a bit more combative for many. I do think that this Five of Wands in reverse could suggest that back in August, you all could have had some heated conversations at work. Colleagues could have been not getting along, or possibly just like I just heard backstabbing. I'm not quite sure if it was that intense, but it does feel like many people were being very dismissive of people around them, not really paying attention. Communications were not great at work. I do think that this is going to be worked on during the month of September. And I think it also helps that Virgo, I also think that Mercury now going into Virgo after it's in Leo, it's now direct. So I think that that communication will get better during the month of September. So that's good to see. Now let's ask Spirit to send you an oracle message for your career. And you have Page of Earth. So nice to see an Earth card here representing, like I said, pentacles or coins. It does say scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters. Who doesn't love to hear that? Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So if you have been thinking about changing careers or possibly entering into a certification or possibly going back to school or college or needing to move on to a different organization who possibly offers more benefits, this is an opportunity for you this month, Gemini. And I do think that as you come into this month, you can already see you're starting off the month with not worrying so much about a decision that possibly plagued you back in August. Ace of Swords in reverse, though, does suggest that clarity is taking some time to come in. But by the time you move into the second week of the month, I can already see here communication is better with colleagues, with a boss. Something feels more fair as you come into that second week. Now, by the time we move into that third week of the month, when we do have that full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, I do see something here where communications get stifled. It could be through whoever is running the organization, or you're just not feeling like communication is working well. And it does feel like by the time you end the month, though, something comes to you from a higher up about an opportunity that you cannot pass up. So I am happy to see that. So let's go ahead and go week by week, Gemini. Even if you come to this reading after the weeks have passed, it is okay. Look back to what happened to you during those weeks of September. So first week of the month, Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, both in reverse. This is when we do have Uranus retrograde beginning in Taurus, Pluto going back into the sign of Capricorn until the November 19th, and a Virgo new moon on the 2nd. Now, I do think that during these first few weeks of the month, you all are having communications pick up, but they're not there yet. And it does feel like whatever this was back in August that I said you were having kind of like infighting, I do think that that goes away as you move through the month of September. But I also think that this Ace of Swords, some type of piece of communication is trying to reach you. I'm not quite sure if it's from a colleague or it's from if you've been putting your resume applications out like on Indeed or LinkedIn. It feels like something is trying to get to you but hasn't reached you yet. Pay attention to your email. Pay attention to people who are trying to get to you. And I just heard junk mail. Check your junk mail. Make sure that nothing is been held up, because there's someone trying to get a hold of you. There's some kind of communications trying to reach you. And I do think that by time Mars enters Cancer on September 4th, and then we have Mercury entering Virgo on the 9th, this is when communications are picking up around your finances. Remember, Virgo is that detailed oriented sign wanting you to really get clear on your financial matters, anything material. You all are having really good conversations this month. This Libra energy with that Justice card is highlighting somewhere in your life you are having really good conversation. And I think that that's really big for you all, Gemini, because I do think ever since Jupiter moved into your sign, you all have been realizing people around you are more talkative, right? And they're not always in a good way. Sometimes it's more talkative, like too many cooks in the kitchen. But this month around September 8th and September 12th, when the Sun in Virgo squares Jupiter in Gemini, realize around that time you all could have some kind of important conversations around benefits, money that's coming up. Maybe an opportunity comes to you around how to find or how to go about looking for a job in a different way. Some type of happy communications are occurring around that second week of the month. Now, by the time you move through the month, what I think is interesting is by the time you get to September 17th, which is that lunar eclipse Pisces full moon, some type of news is not gelling with you, meaning like this devil card, Capricornian energy, it feels like some Saturnian organization or whoever runs the company or whoever is in charge, there's been communications that haven't been like disseminating through to the people who it really matters. And I do think that there's some kind of communications that are getting lost during this time, and it comes out around this Pisces full moon. That page of Earth is reminding you, pay attention if there's new opportunities for you to step into. Some of this miscommunication could lead you to finding something new. And I do think that by the time you end the month, when Mercury enters Libra on the 26th, Sun enters Libra on the 22nd, Venus enters Scorpio also on the 22nd, as you get towards the end of the month, these Venus themes are going to be huge for you. And I can already see that there is someone who approaches you by the end of the month, possibly into the first few weeks of October, when we do have that solar eclipse in Libra, and asks you to come join their team, asks you to possibly do a course or some kind of certification so you'll be able to apply to a job that is much higher paying, more benefits, much more exposure. Something here around the end of September is setting you up for October. And I do think this is really big for you, Gemini. Pay attention to the communication that you're having. September 28th, when the Sun in Libra is conjunct the South Node, there is conversations here around what is fair, what is just. People people are coming together this month. So I do think that Libra energy, that second week, as well as this last week of the month, are going to be huge for you, Gemini. So make sure you take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs and see how this information plays out. But overall, you all seem like you have a great month ahead. Lots of conversations going on. Don't ignore the conversations. I've been saying to many of the other signs, I do believe that this time of year is going to be more about what people are not saying. Like, people are conveniently leaving information out, and it's something that you could probably grab up if you can figure it out and possibly lead to an opportunity in your career. So I hope this was helpful for you, Gemini. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you're looking forward to in September, and I'll talk to you later.